Alex's heart raced as she wove through the crowded streets, desperately trying to shake off her pursuers. The familiar gray halls of the Temporal Enforcement Agency had given way to a chaotic urban landscape, its architecture a jarring mix of sleek, futuristic buildings and dilapidated structures from a bygone era. Dahlia's security forces were closing in, their advanced technology allowing them to track Alex's movements with precision. Just as she thought she had lost them, a figure emerged from the shadows, blocking her path. Alex tensed, ready to fight, but the stranger's movements were fluid and graceful, nothing like the brutish thugs chasing her. As the figure drew closer, Alex caught a glimpse of their face, a hardened, determined expression that seemed out of place in this time-fractured world. "Who are you?" Alex demanded, poised to defend herself. "Ezra," the stranger replied, their voice low and gruff. "I'm here to help you." Without another word, Ezra sprung into action, engaging Dahlia's goons in a furious display of hand-to-hand combat. Alex watched in awe as Ezra effortlessly dodged blows and landed devastating strikes, their movements seemingly guided by an innate understanding of the flow of time itself. As the last of the security forces lay unconscious at their feet, Ezra turned to Alex, their eyes narrowing with suspicion. "You're from the Temporal Enforcement Agency, aren't you?" Alex nodded, still trying to catch her breath. "Yes, I am, and you seem to know a lot about them." Ezra's expression darkened. "I know more than you can imagine. Dahlia's actions have already devastated my future. I've come back to stop her before it's too late." The gravity in Ezra's words sent a chill down Alex's spine. "Then we have a common enemy. I need your help to stop Dahlia and restore the timeline." Ezra studied Alex for a moment, weighing the decision. "Very well, but know this. I'm not here to save the world out of the goodness of my heart. I'm here to protect my own future, no matter the cost." Alex knew she had little choice but to accept Ezra's terms. With the time chaos spiraling out of control, she needed all the help she could get. Steeling herself, she responded, "Fair enough, let's get to work." The two set off, navigating the fractured reality, their uneasy alliance forged in the face of a common threat. As they encountered displaced historical figures and the lingering effects of Dahlia's meddling, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of dread at the thought of the devastation that lay ahead. Ezra, on the other hand, seemed hardened by the harsh realities of their own timeline, their eyes constantly scanning for danger. "In my time, Dahlia's actions tore the world apart. Entire civilizations were wiped out, and the few who survived live in constant fear of the next catastrophe." Alex listened intently, her heart sinking with each word. "Then we have to stop her, no matter what it takes." Ezra nodded, their expression grim. "I've seen what the future holds if we fail. It's not a world worth saving." As they pressed on, the gravity of their mission weighed heavily on both of them. Alex understood the stakes, but the thought of the horrors Ezra had witnessed was almost too much to bear. She knew that they were racing against time, not just to restore the timeline, but to prevent a dystopian future from becoming a reality. The journey was fraught with peril, as they encountered rogue time travelers and historical figures whose actions had been irrevocably altered by Dahlia's meddling. Alex and Ezra were forced to make difficult choices, often sacrificing their own well-being to protect the delicate fabric of the timeline. During one particularly harrowing encounter, Alex and Ezra found themselves trapped in a collapsing pocket of time, surrounded by the echoes of a bygone era. As the walls of reality crumbled around them, Alex turned to Ezra, her eyes pleading. "We have to get out of here. If the timeline unravels any further, the entire universe could be destroyed." Ezra's expression hardened, their gaze filled with a mixture of determination and resignation. "There may be a way, but it's risky." Alex didn't hesitate. "I'm willing to take that risk. What do we need to do?" Ezra explained their plan, a complex and daring maneuver involving the manipulation of temporal energies. As they put the plan into motion, Alex felt a surge of trepidation, knowing that the fate of the world hung in the balance. With a final desperate push, they managed to escape the collapsing timeline, emerging into a world that was both familiar and alien. Alex glanced around, her mind reeling from the disorientation of their journey. Ezra stood beside her, their expression unreadable. "Welcome to the future, Agent Alex. or what's left of it. The haunting words hung in the air, a stark reminder of the stakes they were fighting for. As they navigated the dystopian landscape, Alex couldn't help but feel a growing sense of dread and determination. She knew that the fate of the universe rested on their shoulders, and she was more determined than ever to prevent this grim future from becoming a reality. With Ezra's guidance and their combined resolve, Alex and her newfound ally set out to confront Dahlia and uncover the full extent of her plans. The road ahead was fraught with peril, but they were driven by the knowledge that the future of all existence hung in the balance.